And speaking about the significance of unplugging, it's important to pause and check in on our mental health. CalHope offers is encouraging that we work together for wellness. CalHope's Gigi Crowder joins us with mental health and wellness tips for the new year. Good morning, Gigi.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you. And Gigi, could you let our viewers know what CalHope is and the services that you offer?
CalHope is a contract between FEMA through the California Department of Healthcare Services that offers chat lines as well as warm lines to support individuals who may be having a difficult time due to the horrific impact COVID-19 has had on our mental health. So across the state, you may have seen the commercials. Hope begins here with the Cal Hope, but you have individuals positioned to support individuals when they call in or when they text in looking for support. We have all of the statewide resources like mortgage assistance program. There's even programs to support individuals with, sadly, funeral expenses. And so we're here. We're available. We have some opportunity to have individuals from particular ethnic and language programs that are available. A lot of the staff that have been hired have their own personal lived experience, so they're able to truly focus in on what the need is, and they can truly say, well, I've been there before and this is how I can support you. These are the tools you may need. And many of our programs have support groups that pretty much you can find one every day of the week, any time of the day through our CalHope
That's
contracts.
that is great. And Gigi, when we are faced with things that cause stress and anxiety, do you have any suggestions on how to deal with that?
Well, I do think it's really helpful to talk to someone, of course. Don't carry it alone. Our contract is through NAMI Contra Costa County, which is the NAMI, is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, one of the longest term grassroots organizations in the nation. And so we have for a long time recognized that when people are in crisis, they also first turn to their faith community for support. So we try and support individuals by training faith leaders to also be able to meet the need. Attending church services is often for some individuals a protective factor, and we weren't able to do that. So we had to give individuals other tools, and some of it is actually getting out and filling the air and getting some vitamin D from the sun and natural sources, and not relying so heavily on the comforts that are easy for us to reach, which is food, but creating circles with individuals from your community who you can check in with and chat and encourage each other as well.
Yeah, I think one of the important things that you said is it's important that you talk to someone, not keeping everything inside. And could you tell us more about the mental health resources available through CalHope?
So, as I said before, we have the many of our programs have trainings about mental health, what it is and what it is not, so that people understand what anxiety is, what depression is, what they can do when they're having those feelings of where do I go from here. Being sheltered in place was very difficult for individuals. And then we moved from that. What we saw with a lot of older adults was kind of like this failure to thrive, because they were now saying, even though they can go out a little bit more, I don't feel up to it. So some of the resources that we have through our support group is one of our more popular is our older adult support group, where we give tips for older adults of how to reconnect back with some of the activities safely with some of the activities that they had in place before. At our particular agency, we've been doing a lot of the going to the vaccination clinics and providing some of the resources that are needed for individuals as well, because there's been hesitation in some more in the African American community, which is what we're contracted to do, work in the African American, than others. So that replacing misinformation with accurate information around the vaccinations has also been helpful, because when people are struggling with lack of information, it also can impact your mental health, right? When you don't quite know what direction. So our crisis counselors are available just to kind of walk people through it without demanding that they go get vaccinated, but giving them the facts about why it would be helpful, but also promoting if you're not going to get vaccinated,
Yeah, that's
how
great, Gigi. We're running a bit out of time, but thank you for telling us all about this. I'm going to let our viewers know for more resources and a warm line, visit kelhope.org. YCL will be right back.